Smackdown continues to be bad. This show was awful. Smackdown for months has fallen off of a cliff. Smackdown officially has become the worst wrestling show of the week. It is worse than Dynamite. It is worse than TNA. It's worse than Raw. SmackDown is bad. It is bad. And this show was no exception. The first 90 minutes of this show was not good. Was not good. And even though I love Chelsea Green, she couldn't save it. I don't know. I don't understand what Triple H is doing. Does he not realize that we are on the road to WrestleMania? Once again, he probably hasn't even cranked up the car and got on the highway at all. He's just sitting at the gas station, pumping gas. He has yet to get this thing on the road. And it's not good. It's not good. So, we're going to get into SmackDown from February the 28th, 2025. We kicked the show off with Cody Rhodes. He is walking backstage. He's stopped by two assistants who tell him that he has his own locker room, courtesy of the final boss. All right, that's cool, I guess. Moving right along. So, Trish Stratus comes out. She gets a pretty okay reaction. She puts over Lillian Garcia. She asks, what year is it? With Lillian introducing her. She said, The Rock's in the mix and Trish is wrestling tomorrow. She puts over the Toronto crowd. She says she loves the generational impact that wrestling has. And then she points to a little girl in the crowd and tells her that most likely her dad had a poster of Trish on the wall when he was her age. So the crowd laughs at that. Trish says tomorrow is going to be the first time that her kids will get to see her wrestle. So she puts over her son and daughter. Then she brings out Tiffany Stratton after all this. So they are wearing not matching jerseys, but they have on different jerseys, basically. They're both blue. I think Tiffany's is like Trish Stratus is 25 and Tiffany's is like 42. So they kiss the jerseys, that they throw them into the crowd. And so they put over the tag match. Chelsea Green comes out. She gets a really good reaction. Chelsea says it's a snooze fest. No one wants Dumber and Dumber hogging the airtime. Chelsea tells him she deserves the airtime. She's the United States Women's Champion. So a loud Chelsea chant breaks out, which is great. She says, much like Austin Matthews, she's the best thing to step into the Scotiabank Arena. Unlike Matthews, she actually wins. And Chelsea tells Trish, the moment she left this dump, everything became better. She's honored to represent the people of America because the people are better in America. So the crowd boos at this. Tiffany says she's from America and that she doesn't represent her. Chelsea tells Tiffany she didn't say she represents losers, and she doesn't need her mother to dress her. Talking about Trish Stratus. That was funny. And then so Tiffany Stratton proceeds to challenge Chelsea Green to a match. This was an okay way to kick off the show. So Trish puts the match over, basically. Tells Nick Aldis to bring out a referee, and he comes out, that being the official. So Chelsea Green gets on the mic and says, "Nicholas, don't you dare do it." And the referee comes down. First match of the night, Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green. It was a no contest because no, my bad. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Tiffany Stratton defeats Chelsea Green. And then post-match, Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, they come out and a brawl ensues. Who cares about this shit? All right? No, it was a DQ because Nia Jax and them, they got involved. So my bad. It was a DQ. I apologize for that. I don't care about this. I really don't. Like, so the Chamber has 4 matches. Elimination Chamber has 4 matches, right? This match, at best, feels like a Smackdown match. It does not feel like a match that needs to be on pay-per-view. That's just me. It feels more like a Smackdown match at best, but it is what it is. Moving on. So, Sikoa is backstage. So, along with Jacob Fatu and Tom Tonga, Jacob tells Solo that what happened last week was an accident, and Solo tells him he's sure it was. They talk about Solo's U.S. Championship qualifying match. Solo tells them this family needs to make a statement, and that's why he wants Jacob to run the play tonight. He wants Jacob to bring home the U.S. Championship to the family. Solo tells him that everything he's doing is to show Jacob how much he loves him. And then Jacob stares at Solo and then walks away. I actually like this. This actually does make sense because it seems like we're getting Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41, which is fine. It actually does make sense. Let's do it. Let's do it. Moving on. So we see platters of sushi and different kinds of food on the table with 2 men telling Cody to enjoy. They walk away. R-Truth shows up. He's sitting on the couch. Pause. Pause. And he asks Cody how he got all this. Cody tells him he has to consider selling his soul to The Rock. R-Truth tells him that The Rock is the soul man. And he used to watch him tag team with Tony Atlas. He asks Cody if he's going to keep all that food for himself and be selfish. Cody laughs and then tells him to help himself. All right, that's fine. Moving on, we get a qualifying match. We get 3 of them, which is so stupid. Triple H is such a fucking retard with this shit. Jacob Fatu defeats Andrade. All right, that's fine. Match was all right. Moving on. So, Nick Aldis, he's backstage with the Street Profits and Legado. This happened earlier on in the day. Santos welcomes the Street Profits back, and he asks for an apology because they were accused of taking them out months ago. Nick Aldis tells Santos Escobar to think about his match against LA Knight tonight, and he makes the match between Los Garza and the Street Profits official. All right, that's fine. So, we then get into said match. It doesn't happen. It's just a massive tag team brawl. DIY comes out. Motor City Machine Guns come out. And Pretty Deadly, they come out. And it's just a massive brawl that ensues. This is a waste of fucking time. I hate the tag team division on both shows. Raw and SmackDown Tag Team division is atrocious. What the fuck is going on? What does any of this even mean? This is a waste of time. Triple H, what the fuck are you doing, man? This shit sucks. It sucks. Much like this show. The tag team division in SmackDown is worthless at this point. Worthless. It's like, what are you doing? Oh my God. Oof. Moving on. So Drew McIntyre, he's backstage. He runs into Cody Rhodes. Drew tells Cody that he remembers a decade ago they were so low on the card, and now look at where they are now. Drew tells Cody that said a lot when Cody didn't give The Rock an answer last week right away. But The Rock will be surprised when he realizes that Cody sold his soul a long time ago. All right, that's fine, I guess. It is what it is. Moving on. So we get a TKO Western Australia video package. It airs, and it says that WWE is going to return to Perth, Australia this year. That's cool. Interesting. Nice. So then we get to the men's Elimination Chamber segment, and I wanted to saw my TV in half. This pissed me off to no end. So basically, we get a video package of John Cena that airs. Drew shows up. He tells the camera guys to cut it off. He calls John Cena a hypocrite and everything else. He basically puts over that he's going to win the chamber and everything. Damian Priest comes out. Him and Priest, they bicker back and forth. Then Seth Rollins comes out, looks like a fucking clown as per usual. He says he's going to win the chamber. CM Punk comes out, does the same thing, takes jabs at everybody. Then John Cena's music hits. It's revealed to be Logan Paul. Logan Paul then makes fun of everybody. And CM Punk then runs up to the ramp to try to attack Logan Paul, and then that was the end of the segment. This was boring. This is why I didn't go over it It's boring. Go back and watch this stuff. It was pitiful to watch. This thing went on for about 15 fucking minutes. This went on way too long. Triple H, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? This further proves that John Cena is definitely turning heel at the Elimination Chamber. He has to. But this was a waste of time. This was worthless. Absolutely worthless. This was a waste of 15 minutes. A waste. Moving on. So, LA Knight defeats Santos Escobar. He qualifies. Moving on. He wins via the BFT. So, I think Santos was going for like a missile drop kick, and then LA Knight caught him midair and hit the BFT. That was cool. Moving on. So, Sami Zayn shows up, and he gets a pretty good reaction. He says that him and KO have been through a lot together. That's an understatement. The thing is, he feels like Kevin Owens has been doing a lot of running and hiding, but he knows for a fact that Kevin Owens is in Toronto tonight, and he's standing in the middle of the ring right now. So if KO has something to say, he's inviting him out of respect. Not respect for Kevin Owens, but respect for everything they've been through. To look at him in the eye in front of their countrymen, and for them to say their final piece. Because Sami Zayn tells him that after tomorrow, there'll be nothing else to say. So we hear Kevin Owens' voice. So the camera cuts to Kevin Owens. He's at the Rogers Center. He says he wanted to take it all in. He said they've had fights in Toronto, but never like this. He says this entire time, Sami Zayn's trying to convince people that Kevin Owens is the bad guy, but some people believe him. But everything that will happen to Sami Zayn, he deserves. But after tomorrow night, after he's ended Sami Zayn's career and he's stuck in a wheelchair, he needs Sami Zayn to know that he'll not help Sami Zayn's family. He's going to watch them suffer because this is all Sami Zayn's fault. So, Sami tells Kevin Owens that he knows he's not it's not the tough guy thing to admit, but he's nervous about a big fight. But he's been nervous all week, not because of what might happen to him, but he's nervous about what he'll do to Kevin Owens. He's nervous that Kevin Owens' parents, wife and kids, that they won't be able to forgive him. But he's telling Kevin Owens that if they don't forgive him, he's prepared to live with that because he's prepared to end this and to end Kevin Owens. So the crowd pops at this. Kevin Owens tells him that there's only one thing left to say. See you tomorrow night. Okay, that's fine. Sami Zayn needs to win this. Moving on. So Carmelo Hayes is backstage with The Miz. They talk about Melo's match tonight, and The Miz tells him that they're awesome. Miz tells Carmelo to do the thing that he showed him tonight, but Carmelo says he won't, and then he walks away. Pause. So Cody comes in, and Miz asks Cody what's he going to do. Miz tells Cody that he lives in Hollywood and The Rock runs it. Miz tells the WWE Universe doesn't get it. They see Cody at the top, and but they both know that there's so much more, and Cody wants more. He tells Cody the only way that he'll get it is to take up The Rock's offer. If he doesn't, maybe someone else will. Okay, this is interesting. I do like this. That was okay. Moving on. So, Carmelo Hayes ends up winning. He defeats Braun Strowman because he pulled an Eddie Guerrero. So, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa, they came out, they got involved. And they used a steel chair. Carmelo threw it in the ring. And then he did the Eddie Guerrero spot. And so the referee called for the bell. So that's fine. I don't give a shit about this. Moving on. So Naomi is backstage with Bayley and Bianca. They talk about their chamber match for tomorrow. So they're all friends all of a sudden for whatever reason. I have no idea how the hell that happened. But it did. All right, moving on. So, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez, they defeated Bianca Belair and Bayley. Roxanne wins via the Pop Rocks, and she pinned Bayley. All right, that's fine there. It seems like Roxanne is the only one that's going to win the match. She's going to win the chamber. Again, Triple H tweeted out that this was going to be a monumental weekend, a massive weekend. So we need to see returns galore. We should see Malachi Black. We should see Aleister Black show up. We should see Jade Cargill return. We should see Randy Orton return. So, post-match, Alexa Bliss shows up and she hits the Abigail DDT. All right, that's fine. Moving on. Byron Saxton's backstage with Charlotte Flair. He asked her about Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte Flair tells him that she thinks that Tiffany that Tiffany and Trishy are cute, but once the smoke clears, Tiffany has a bigger problem to deal with because there'll be no one to help her at the end of that rainbow. What the fuck? And she'll see her at WrestleMania 41. Who cares about this shit? Moving on. So, we get a video package of Nakamura. He talks about how he'll defeat whoever wins tonight. So Shinsuke was not there. I think his brother passed away. So we send our thoughts and prayers and condolences to Shinsuke Nakamura. Main event of the evening, wrestling-wise, LA Knight defeats Jacob Fatu and Carmelo Hayes. He's the new number one contender. So Jacob hit the moonsault, and LA Knight just nonchalantly just tosses Jacob Fatu out the ring, and then he steals the win. Now you guys know why I hate triple threat matches, right? That's the reason. Moving on. Final segment. Well, no, not final segment. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Moving on. So, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, they are backstage. And CM Punk tells Cody Rhodes that The Rock wants his soul, but Cody has everything. What could The Rock want from him? CM Punk tells Cody that young Punk would have taken that offer, and he would like to see Cody take that offer. To take it, shine it real good, stick it sideways, and shove it up his part-time candy ass. CM Punk tells him that Cody Rhodes got to where he is because of his hard work. He tells him he'll win the Elimination Chamber, and he'll see him in the main event of WrestleMania 41. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. All right, closing segment. So, Michael Cole, he conducts an interview with Cody Rhodes. And, Michael Cole tells him that the Elimination Chamber is tomorrow, and he's going to have to make a decision. He asks Cody if he's going to step out to The Rock or not. So, Michael Cole then stops what he was doing. He says that he's getting a message. So then we see a red truck that's on the stage. It's got Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare logo on it. So we then go to the big screen, the Titantron, and it's a black SUV with The Rock. He steps out. The Rock tells Cody that The Rock's coming and that he's ready to board. And tomorrow, Cody Rhodes will make the decision of a lifetime. He knows it. The Rock knows it. They've been texting and talking all week. Pause. Whoa. He knows that Cody's going to do the right thing. He tells him to enjoy his gift. The Rock says Cody loves to drive on the open road, the dangerous road, the beautiful road, on the dusty roads. Speaking of dusty, God bless his soul, The Rock's been talking to him all week. And Dusty told him that Cody's been talking to him all day. And he knows that Cody will make the right decision. So you mean to tell me the Rock is conducting like a seance? The fuck? What kind of witchcraft is this? But not really though. You know what I mean? Not really though. The Rock tells him that Cody will hug him tomorrow and give him his soul. Every opportunity he ever thought of will come true. All his dreams will come true with one decision. The Rock tells him he had a gift made for him. And he shows him a weight belt with the words Cody's soul and the date that Dusty passed away, which was on June 11th, 2015. The Rock tells Cody he loves him, and then that was it. So this was interesting. I do like this. I'm intrigued by this, but we know that Cody Rhodes is not going to take the offer of The Rock. Why would he? That would be dumb as hell. So we know that John Cena more than likely will take the offer and join The Rock. He has to. It makes the most sense. Clearly, CM Punk is not going to be the one to turn heel. All CM Punk is obsessed about is main eventing WrestleMania 41. So why would he turn heel? That makes no sense. But SmackDown was atrocious. It was. This was a waste of time, a waste of 3 hours. The tag division is in total shambles. I don't know what to say. But SmackDown is just not a good show. It's just not good. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.